What's up, guys? We're here with Sean. He's playing the Goblin Bikers from the new Phantom Nightmare set. Deck's pretty cool. It just absolutely destroys purely, and it's going to be only getting better and better the more we go in. How do you feel with the deck today?
Still pretty new to the deck, so I think the deck plays really nice. Being able to spam out like a lot of level 3s to go into your XC's plays are just awesome. It's really nice to detach stuff on your opponent's turn if they're trying to activate effects.
Kabunga goes crazy, yeah.
Kabunga goes hard, but I guess jump right into it.
Yeah, this is just a testing video, like not testing, but like a testing deck profile. Let us know in the comments what you guys would change. He's like our only Goblin player at locals, so pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing, our only 3 of the Goblin names.
Is Doug.
So Doug is the one that on Summon, he's your Rhoda. He's going to search your monsters. Then we're doing 2 the Clatter. So this one on normal or special, it targets one of your goblins in the graveyard and revives it. So, you know, just kind of a nice little extender.
What's really cool with Princess is if you have Princess, like if, let's say you take your opponent's Princess and you have this in the graveyard, you can actually just keep getting like a rank 3 every turn, which is really cool. I do know that one.
And it doesn't have to be like it can be the XCs as well. Like it doesn't have to be a main deck monster, it just brings back one goblin. Then we got Merciless. So she's the one that on normal or special, she is going to special summon one from hand. So, you know, just another extender. And then I'm playing 2 Boom the Mock. He's one that activates on as a quick effect during the main phase, but you can't activate the effect until the end of the next turn. So it's not like a once per turn; it's a once per every other turn effect. I'm thinking cutting it probably to 1, maybe even not playing it at all, but we'll see. Next for like the main kind of non-engine cards, 3 Tour Guide from the Underworld.
Yeah, they're all fiends. Right? Some of them are fiends.
No, so the only fiend is the water one.
Okay.
Because it goes, there's Warrior, Fiend, Beast Warrior, Beast Warrior, and Warrior as well. So she's going to be your kind of, you're into the Merciless, which can activate your graveyard, so that's kind of good. Next we're playing 2 Kagamucha, just so hopefully you can protect your Ash on the normal. Sometimes it's good for an extender, just getting 2 bodies on the board going into your Gabunga, kind of go from there. Next, kind of little tiny packages, we're playing 2 Terratop and 1 Takatomborg. The Boom is a win, so that sometimes will come up, but it didn't today, but, you know, again.
Definitely the synergy is there, yeah.
Level 3 spam, that's all this deck is. Then for the Psychic package, I'm playing 2 Wielder and 1 of the Tracker. Again, just generic kind of 3 spams. So these are the numbers that I've kind of gone with for my level 3s. Another thing with this too is a lot of the hand traps in the deck are level 3s. So sometimes you can just normal summon an Ash Blossom or a Ghost Spell and go with Kagamucha or something else. Or
fair enough, yeah, in the worst case scenarios.
Next for the hand traps, 3 Joel Mockbird. It's probably one of the best hand traps in the format right now. I personally really enjoy it. It's really good. I'm playing 2 Ash, which probably could get taken out because we got a lot of Fire King players, and sometimes you don't want to Ash them.
Yeah, Peter goes crazy.
2 Bell. Bell is also pretty good. Sometimes I hate when getting called by, so this helps you not get called by from your monsters in grave. Next we'll move into spells. 3 of the Grand Entrance. So this is going to be your Rhoda for any Goblin monster, so even outside of archetype of the Riders. Just search this from deck to hand, and then you can activate the other effects. So it can detach 1 from a monster on the field to special summon 1 level 4 or lower Goblin monster from your hand. So that's where you can get into playing other Goblin cards, because you can add a level 4 Goblin, like maybe Attack Squad or something.
Can you imagine
something random? Level 4 or lower. And then it has another effect here. Sorry, I can't read these cards. You can detach 1 from a material from either player's field. You add a Goblin from your hand. or from your hand to your graveyard. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, banish. Yeah, you banish this card in the grave, detach one material from one of either monsters on the field, and then you can add a goblin to your hand. So
Pretty nice recursion.
Recycle. Then we have one of the Grand Bash. This is going to be your. It gives all goblin monsters 300 attack for each other goblin on the field. So sometimes you can just make them really, really big from just having monsters on the field. It also allows you to get an additional normal summon on your main phase, and you can also make the goblins either share the same level or add the levels together. So you can make, if you do play level 4s or any other goblin monsters, you can make them all level 3s or level 4s, whatever you tend to play. Or you can make them both level 6, which is pretty sweet. Next, 2 E-Telly. Just a
for the
extender for the psychic package. We go 2 talents and 1 called by. Just drawing cards is nice, taking monsters is nice. Whatever you need, it's good because people are probably going to try to hand trap you while you're doing stuff. So being able to talents and draw stuff and then called by to save your stuff. For traps, running 2 Imperm. One of the
Grand Stampede,
which lets you XC summon using monsters on your field, and it also has an effect to attach to kind of Imperm effect, just make it into a monster. And then full armored Exceed, and allows you to Exceed someone on your opponent's turn, and then get some additional effects.
This is an average 40, or?
So this is 40.
Okay.
So that's for the main deck monsters and traps and spells. So main board, I'll go to extra.
Anything you would change from the main deck here, or?
I was looking into maybe playing the Punk Engine and more E-Tellies, because being able to go into that and make like the Jam Dragon Drive or whatever.
Search for like
a psychic allows you, because today I got dimensional barriered and all I play is XCs and a couple links, so it definitely would be nice to have another main or extra deck monster slot that's not an Exceed in case I get hit by that. So extra 2 Gabunga. He's kind of the bread and butter of this. So on the summon, he lets you rota a goblin monster. When something is detached from him, he sucks up a monster. And then on the end phase, he allows you to attach a goblin name from your deck to him as material. So you can always kind of have material for your follow-up plays, because a couple of them activate on your opponent's turn as special. So to have a monster that's going to essentially get you 3 attaches of XC to detach for summons are really good. Kind of the generic 3s I'm going with is Ashura King, Gossip Shadow, and Cicada King.
2 negates and Ashura King.
I mean, it's just what I want to play at this point. I'm still kind of testing the deck a little bit to figure out where I want to go. Next is the Armored XCs package. Lets you add lets you detach 2 to draw 1. Lets you add the trap, and then this one is when things are attached, you can suck up a monster too, which is pretty good. Now for our level 6s, we're playing Crazy Beast. Crazy Beast is he can detach 2 to suck up a spell or trap. He can also detach to protect himself, and he also has a once per duel effect that if he's in your graveyard, you can special summon him and attach a goblin monster, which, depending on how late your game goes, this card can just bring itself back. It's a 27 beater, but you have to make it with the Grand Bash.
Yeah.
So Grand Bash, when he's coming out, he's going to be 3k anyway, like as long as your spell is still on the field, but most likely it's going to be. Next, Lars, another good level 6. Or rank 6.
Do you ever find it comes up, like Lars ever coming up over the Beast?
It could be either or. Again, first locals with it. I never made it once today. I could see it coming up in different matchups, but it's all dependent on where your combos go. Next is our F-Zero. You make a lot of You can make a lot of level 3, so you can go into it pretty easily. Next, our last Exceed, Zeus. Yeah,
XYZ deck.
It's an XYZ deck, like, and you can make it pretty easily. Next, our 2 links are just going to be our SP Little Knight and our IP Masquerena. You can leave your boards with a lot of extra kind of stuff and special something on your opponent's turn. So, leaving IP on the field, and then later on you can bring a monster back, and then link it to your SP. Just more interruption. Just, you know, good cards are good. You want side for it?
Yeah, we can do side as well.
Sure. Again, this is all locals dependent, so depending on where you're playing, I'm going with 3 Nibiru.
You don't main it, you side it. Makes sense.
Nibiru good. Anti-spell because spell bad. Soul Release because fire bad. 2 Evenly Matched because board bad. We're going with 2 Lightning Storms because back row or attack this monster bad. And again, Dark Ruler no more because opponent board bad.
The combo. Yeah, it looks pretty standard. I like it a lot. Any big changes or like weaknesses of the deck that you find is really there?
Your normal summon is really weak in the deck. If you normal summon, say, your tour guide and it gets ashed, if it gets impermed, it gets anything that's going to stop it. Sometimes if you don't have the extension in hand, the right pieces, then you're kind of stuck on a board of a monster.
That's fair. That's fair.
And there's also kind of like a thing with the 2, and if you do happen to get into 2 monsters and go for Gabanga, which is like normally like your play, them ashing Gabanga is like pretty big, or imperming it or whatever on the search, because then you're just sitting there with a 2100 body that at the end phase will attach one. And if you don't have anything to detach your Goblin cards that's special from grave to detach or whatever, then
Here's the big boy, yeah.
you just have a Goblin on a Warthog. So
okay.
cool.
Well, thank you for the deck profile, and hopefully we see you again soon.
No problem.